friends, so today we are going to see another problem on capital structure. So in the capital structure now you are very clear as to how the problems have been solved. Okay, you are been given with EBIT, then you subtract interest and then you get earning before tax. Then from that you subtract tax, then you get earnings after tax, and then you subtract preference dividends if there. Then you get earnings available to equity shareholders, and then you entirely divides by number of equity shares to get the EPS, and the option in which the EPS is highest is the choice that you make. Okay, so let us come on to the problem that we are going to look now. The problem is that there is a business who are already requiring almost 200 lakh rupees for expansion of its business operations. So the additional fund requirement is 200 lakh rupees, and for doing the same they have four choices. Okay, what are the four choices? Choice number one, that they can raise those 200 lakh rupees through equities of rupees 100 each. Okay, choice number two is they can raise rupees 100 lakh rupees through equity shares of rupees 100 each plus remaining 100 lakh rupees through loan at 15% interest. Option number three is they can raise 50 lakh rupees through equity shares and 150 lakh rupees through term loan at 15%. And the last choice is they can raise 100 lakh rupees through equity shares and remaining 100 lakh rupees through preference shares at 14%. Okay, so these are the choices that they have. What are the choices? Choice number one, they can raise entire 200 lakh rupees through equity shares. Choice number two, they can raise rupees 100 lakh rupees through equity shares and rupees 100 lakh through term loan at 15%. Choice number three, they can raise 50 lakh rupees through equity shares and remaining 150 lakh rupees through term loan at 15%. And choice number four, they can raise 100 lakh rupees through equity shares and remaining 100 lakh rupees through preference shares at 14% rate of division. Okay, so now they have also provided you with the EBIT. EBIT of the company is 80 lakh rupees, and at the same time the company is also having an existing capital of rupees 250 lakh entirely through equity shares. Okay, so this is the situation, and you have to find out the EPS just to go on making the decision about the business proposal. Okay, now friends, we will draw the chart. Particular option 1, that is entirely through 200 lakh rupees through equities. Option number 2, equity 100 lakh, debts 100 lakh at 15%. Option number 3, equity 50 lakh rupees and debts 150 lakh rupees at 15%. And option number 4, equity 100 lakhs and preference shares 100 lakh. Okay, now let us begin. EBIT in all the cases is going to remain same, that is 80 lakh rupees. And then interest. In the first case, as the entire amount is going to come through equity shares, so there is no interest, that is why it is dash. So 80 lakh rupees minus 0 rupees interest, you will get earning before tax of 80 lakh rupees. Okay, then tax rate 50%, so 80 lakhs 50% comes to 40 lakh rupees, hence earning before tax, earning after tax comes to rupees 40 lakhs. Then preference dividend. As in this capital, option number 1, there is no preference shares, so there is no preference dividend, that is why it is dash, and hence you get earnings available to equity shareholders to be rupees 40 lakh. Then divide the same by number of equity shares. In this case, the total number of equity shares are 4.5 lakh. How come they came like that? Remember, there is an existing capital structure of 250 lakh rupees, each of 100 lakh, 100 rupees each. So the existing number of equity shares are 250 lakh divided by 100, that comes to 2.5 lakhs. And then additionally company is going to raise another 200 lakh rupees to equity shares. So that 200 lakh rupees divided by 100 rupees, you will get 2 lakhs. So the existing 2.5 lakh number of shares plus additional 2 lakh number of shares, that comes to 4.5 lakh number of shares. Hence, if you divide this 40 lakh rupees by this 4.5 number of equity shares, you get the earning per share for option number 1 to be 8.88. Okay, now let us see the same for option number 2. Option 2 is equity 100 lakh and debts 100 lakh at 15%. So EBIT is 18 lakh rupees minus interest. As you know, in this case they have raised 100 lakh rupees through debts at 15% of interest. So the interest that will be coming out is a 15 lakh rupees. That is 15% of 100 lakh. So earning before tax comes to 65 lakh rupees minus tax. 50% of the tax comes to 32.5 lakh rupees. So earning after tax comes to rupees 32.5 lakh. And as there is no preference dividend, preference share, so there is no preference dividend, so it is dash. So earnings available to equity shareholder comes to rupees 32.5 lakh. If you divide the same by number of equity shares, in this case the total number of equity shares comes to rupees 3.5 lakh. How come they come? Existing 2.5 lakh number of equity shares plus additional 1 lakh equity shares, because you are going to raise 100 lakh rupees through equity shares at rupees 100 each. So total number of equity shares comes to rupees 3.5 lakh. And once you divide this 32.5 lakh by 3.5 lakh, you get the earning per share of 9.28 in case of number 2. Now for option number 3, there is equity of 50 lakh rupees and debt 150 lakh rupees at 15%. So EBIT is 18 lakh minus interest. Interest is 15% of 150 lakh, that comes to 22.5 lakh. So earnings before tax comes to 57.5 lakh minus tax of 50%, that comes to 28.75 lakh. Hence the earning after tax comes to rupees 28.75 lakh. As there are no preferences, again there will be preference dividend dash, that is 0. So earnings available to equity shareholders comes to rupees 28.75 lakh. And if you divide the same by total number of equity shares, in this case the total number of equity shares comes to number 3 lakh. How come? Existing 2.5 lakh number of equity shares plus additionally 50 lakh rupees equity you will be raising at 100 rupees each share. So additional share will be 50,000. So 2.5 lakh existing shares plus 50,000 additional shares, total number of shares will be 3 lakh. So divide this 28.75 lakh by 3 lakh, you will get earning per share of 9.58. And in the last case, option number 4, there is the equity of 100 lakh and there is the preference shares of 100 lakh. So the situation was EBIT 80 lakhs. As there is no debt, so there is no interest, so it is dash. So earning before tax comes to 80 lakh minus tax at 50% comes to 40 lakh. Hence earnings after tax comes to 40 lakh. Then from this earning after tax you will be subtracting preference dividend. In this case there is a preference dividend. You are going to have a 100 lakh rupees preference shares at 14% rate of dividend. So 14% of 100 lakhs comes to the 14 lakh rupees preference dividend. So if you subtract this 14 lakh from this 40 lakh, you will be getting earnings available to equity shareholders, that is 26 lakh. And if you will divide this 26 lakh by number of shares, in this case the total number of equity shares comes to 3.5 lakh. How come this show? Existing 2.5 lakh number of shares plus additionally you will be raising 100 lakhs through equity shares, so additionally 1 lakh number of equity shares you will be raising. So 2.5 lakh existing plus 1 lakh additional, so total number of equity shares are 3.5 lakh. Hence 26 lakh divided by 3.5 lakh, EPS comes to rupees 7.42 per share. So as you have got all the 4 earning per shares, you can rank the proposal on the basis of their EPS. So option number 1 goes to rank number 3, option number 2 goes to rank number 2, option number 3 goes to rank number 1, and option number 4 goes to rank number 4. So you can see that in option number 3 there is highest EPS of 9.58 per share. Hence in considering all these 4 options, a business should go on opting option number 3, that is they should raise 50 lakh rupees through equity shares and 150 lakh rupees at 15% through term loan. So this is how you can go on making the solutions for the problem on the basis of earning per share. I hope you have understood the video. Kindly try this problem on your own and try to make sure that you will be getting the similar kind of answers and try to get on the clarification. So I hope you have enjoyed the time. Also take care. Bye bye.